Hi everybody. In this video today I want to go over SundaeSwap and what you will need to do to participate in the airdrop. So this is for Cardano holders, and you need to be staked on a particular platform to get the airdrop. And the platforms that are being used were all voted on by stake pool operators and anybody that voted. And what they did is they came up with 30 of them that will participate in the initial, let's see, where we go, initial staking pool offering, or the ISO. So what you need to be doing is staking your Cardano on one of these 30 platforms. I'm going to go over two of them, and there's one that I'm going to use. And the reason for that is it's taken a little bit of time to do some research on this. And you may have a bunch of staking pools that are participating. But as we know with ADA and ADA Lite.io, they have multiple staking pools. Well, some of these places also have multiple staking pools. Like the one that I'm going to do is Bloom. There's another one that's CCV. And the reason I'm not going to do CCV is that it is, I'll go right here, it is almost saturated. It's at 95%. Whereas if you go to Bloom, and I'll put these links below the video. If you go to Bloom, this is their staking pool, and they are not yet saturated that I can see. Now, the reason why, I'm going to go back to this, is that right now, Bloom, as you could see over here, they have multiple staking pools. There's Bloom 2, there's Bloom 3, 4, 5, 6. And the only one that I'm aware of from my research that I've done is the original Bloom staking pool that you have to stake against to get the airdrop. If you're in Bloom 2, you're not necessarily going to get it. And it doesn't necessarily say that in some of the documentation, but I had to hunt and peck around to make sure that that was going to work. CCV, they also have multiple pools. And I'm not necessarily going to go to their website because I don't want to confuse everybody, but their saturation level is about 95%. But what we're going to do is I'm going to stake against Bloom. And to do that, you would visit bloompool.io. And what I need to do is find the staking address. And this is Bloom. As you can see, this is Bloom, and it's not Bloom 2, and it's nothing like that. And saturation is 89%. And what we need to do is get that staking address and stake against it. So I just had found it earlier. And let me get the pool IDs. Okay. Bloom. This is Bloom 3. So we're going to go with this staking pool. We're going to say copy. And then what we need to do is restake our ADA that I currently have. And I have to use Firefox instead of what I'm on Brave right now, just because that's the way it is. So, I highly recommend you have multiple browsers on your computer, because sometimes it'll work in one browser and not another, and I'm not going to restart my computer to see if that clears it up. So I'm just going to go to Firefox. And so what we need to do is currently I'm delegated on a ADA Lite staking pool 5. And what I need to do is, instead of going to their staking pool 6, I need to change that and bring in Bloom. So we have the Bloom stake pool ID. We're going to say delegate. We're going to say confirm. We're going to go ahead and look on my ledger. Start new transaction. Yes. Transaction fee. Yes. Epoch. Yes. Delegate to the pool. And that is a little bit different pool ID. And if I go back to Brave, you'll see that this is the ID, but what will work on showing my ledger is there's the pool, there's a different pool ID, and where did I find that before? Yeah, the pool ID here, right here, is the pool ID that is going to show on your ledger as compared to this as the piece that you will plug into on your right here. So we're going to say delegate. Okay, the key, confirm delegation, confirm transaction. So it's going through as pending. Okay, so here I'm now in the Bloom, and saturation is 89. I may not earn a ton of extra Cardano because this saturation may get up to 100% when Jay moves his over. So it will take some time. There is 5 epoch, but now I'm currently delegated on Bloom, and I'm not delegated on the ADA. And so there we have it. The Bloom does have a little bit higher tax, but it is one that I will get the SundaeSwap into. Because it has not occurred yet, there's not a drop dead date, but I would definitely get this done as soon as you can. Just to participate, you will need to be staking on one of the, let me get that up over here, one of these. So make sure if there are multiple staking pools that you go to the original first one on any of these. If you have any questions, put it down at the bottom and we'll see if we can figure out a solution for any of those problems. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.